Today, let's learn a little about the MV series from International. Actually, we'll dig into the details of an MV607 and learn how it is a great platform for an Altec Digger Derrick. From outside the truck to inside the cab, let's take a look at the MV607, International's medium-duty performer.
Hello, this is Bruce Vasbinder at International Motors. Today we're here to talk about the utility vehicle behind me. We have brought a Digger Derrick, and we'll walk through some of the safety features that are applicable in this work truck space and some of the things that fleet managers and operators are asking for and more or less demanding in today's vocational truck space. So as you can see, this unit has a bumper extension on it. We enable this and still allow to do the ADAS system. The radar unit is on the extension out front there. And as we work our way backwards, you've got LED headlights, which are now standard on the vehicle. You see a full complement of mirrors. So that direct visibility, that line of sight visibility for the operator is there, from the hood mirrors to the cab mirrors to a look down mirror on the other side. This vehicle has a very sloped hood, so the line of sight visibility to the ground is among best in class. We are very close to the truck from a line of sight perspective for the operator. So when there are those environments where that's necessary to be able to see around the vehicle, we maximize that line of sight visibility.
Oh, the Starbucks is 6
Walk over here. We'll continue down the curbside or passenger side of the vehicle, and as you can see as we walk backwards again, the mirrors, and I'll have you catch, we actually have an option on this particular unit where it's got the turn signal in the mirror, so if you're coming up on the side of the vehicles, you'll be able to see that. We've got the Bendix BlindSpotter on this unit, which is a proximity device. If there's a vehicle or object out here, it'll detect it and displays on an indicator that we'll show later in the video. There's an indicator up on the A-pillar that is very visible for the driver. So a lot of situational awareness devices that are added to these fleet vehicles to enable the operator to have the most awareness around the vehicle as possible, especially in those environments where it's a pretty tight situation to do their work. As you can see on this particular vehicle, we've worked with Altec. It's a Digger Derrick, and a lot of the equipment here is, safety yellow, where it's applicable from an operator perspective in those low light conditions or in those inclement weather conditions. They can actually see everything readily. We've got outriggers that are deployed. This vehicle has the ability to interlock the outriggers with our Diamond Logic electrical system. That means that we can throw indicator lights on the dash and tell the operator that these are deployed, not to move the vehicle, or you can go as far as actually inhibiting the gear selection with Diamond Logic to where if these are not stowed and that boom is not down, the vehicle will not go into drive. This particular vehicle is powered by a Cummins B67, 325 horsepower, 3500 series transmission for the PTO options. PTO allows the driving of all the body equipment on the back. Very useful common spec in this vocational space. The vehicle itself is, among the best in class in many of its attributes, from safety assist systems to visibility. This truck is more or less a vehicle that we put into any vocational space, and we can do as complex of integration as a customer or fleet desires. So we're moving to the interior of the MV607 from International. And once you get inside, you'll see that we have 2 independent seats, air suspension, nothing more important than keeping the operator comfortable. As you can see on the steering wheel, we've got pods both for the radio and for the telephone. These are basically programmable. We can interchange these with other pods and do some control of the body or whatever you would desire with our Diamond Logic electric system. The instrument cluster is a premium cluster. This is required with the ADAS systems that are supplied on this vehicle. It shows you all of the functionality from, the proximity of getting close to a vehicle, lane departure, all those warnings, etc. There is an ability to mute the lane departure in case you're in a situation where the lane markings change. That optionality is there. But inside of the vehicle, we have all the exhaust brake diff, off-road traction control, park regen, etc., climate control, and then down here are all the switches that are associated with the boom on the back. This is all tied in via our, again, Diamond Logic electric system. Have the PTO, strobe light, boom up, etc. And then on this particular vehicle, we have the push-pull knobs. IntelliPark is an option to put on this to engage the parking brakes. As we look over to the right A-pillar, there is that is the indicator for the BlindSpotter system that is on the curb or passenger side of the vehicle. That enables the operator to just do a quick visual over there. Something's in that zone. Those indicators change colors, and it will tell the operator that something is in that particular area. As you can see, sitting inside the vehicle, a lot of mirrors, from the hood mirrors to the cab mirrors to the look down, a lot of visibility. Key on these vehicles is the driver's ability to see around the vehicle while they're doing their job. And we work with the fleets to maximize and customize these vehicles to enable that operator to have everything that they need for their particular job function.